Welcome to RenEnergy.com, your renewable energy and sustainability platform. Thank you for tuning in to another episode where we go beyond the headlines to dig deep into impactful sustainability stories. Today, we're unpacking Walmart's Project Gigaton, a Herculean effort aiming to eliminate a whopping gigaton of greenhouse gas emissions by 2030. Why is this a big deal? It's an all-encompassing strategy that touches every aspect of sustainability, from ethical agriculture to smart waste management. So, sit tight, eco-enthusiasts, because we're about to navigate through the labyrinth of this transformative initiative. Fasten your seat belts, it's going to be a thrilling ride. Alarming data points on our climate crisis. Our planet is at a critical juncture, grappling with escalating climate threats that no longer allow for complacency. The startling data that follows drives home the enormity of the challenge. 1. Soaring temperatures. Since the Industrial Revolution, the global average temperature has surged by approximately 1.2 degrees Celsius, predominantly due to human activities like burning fossil fuels. 2. Vanishing ice reserves. In just a few decades, around 28 trillion tons of ice, enough to cover the entire United States, have melted from our polar regions and glaciers. 3. Accelerated sea level rise. Ocean levels have risen about 8 inches since the late 19th century, and the speed of this rise is increasing, imperiling coastal populations. 4. Intensifying climate phenomena. Extreme weather patterns, from devastating hurricanes to crippling droughts, are becoming more frequent and severe. 5. Crisis of extinctions. As many as 1 million species face extinction due to human activity, destabilizing ecosystems and food chains. 6. Skyrocketing CO2 levels. Current atmospheric CO2 concentrations have reached record highs, exceeding 414 parts per million, levels not seen in years. This sobering data offers irrefutable evidence that our Earth is in a state of crisis, necessitating immediate and sustained intervention. Why corporations can't sit on the sidelines. The magnitude and complexity of climate change make it abundantly clear that piecemeal, individual efforts are insufficient. Large corporations, with their enormous carbon footprints, have both a moral and strategic obligation to act. Here's why. 1. Ripple effect. Big corporations have vast, global supply chains. Their decisions can serve as benchmarks, influencing an entire sector's sustainability practices. 2. Consumer power. A rising number of consumers are making eco-conscious choices, placing the onus on companies to adapt or lose market share. 3. Business sustainability. The impact of climate change on natural resources and weather patterns poses direct financial risks to corporate operations. 4. Innovation as necessity. Addressing climate challenges fosters creative solutions, leading to new technologies and operational practices that can offer a business edge. 5. International commitments. The global push towards emissions reductions, as exemplified by the Paris Agreement, adds extra pressure on corporations to comply. 6. Ethical responsibility. Above and beyond economics or innovation, there's a compelling ethical argument for corporate engagement in climate action. In this context, pioneering initiatives like Walmart's Project Gigaton are not merely laudable but urgently required. They establish a scalable model that shows how corporations can be an integral part of the solution to climate change. By examining both the grim reality our planet faces and the pivotal role corporations can play, we highlight the dire necessity for programs like Project Gigaton. The window for meaningful action is narrowing fast, making collective commitment to our planet's well-being more important than ever. Walmart, the retail giant behind the mission. Global footprint. The far-reaching influence of Walmart. As one of the world's largest retail corporations, Walmart's influence is felt across all corners of the globe. With over 11,000 stores in 27 countries, the retail giant serves more than 265 million customers each week. Walmart's immense size and scale grant it a unique position to catalyze large-scale social and environmental changes. 1. Economic impact. Walmart is not just a retailer, it's an economic powerhouse with a GDP comparable to some small countries. Its decisions can sway markets, influence suppliers, and impact economies at both the local and global levels. 2. Supply chain. The company's extensive supply chain touches nearly every industry imaginable, from food production to electronics, apparel, and beyond. 3. Employment. As one of the largest private employers globally, Walmart's labor practices have a considerable influence on retail and service industry norms. 4. Consumer behavior. As a go-to destination for millions of shoppers, Walmart can influence consumer habits, steering them towards more sustainable choices through its product offerings. A mission born of necessity, Why Walmart initiated Project Gigaton. Walmart's initiation of Project Gigaton did not happen in a vacuum. Rather, it was the culmination of various forces that made it both a strategic and ethical imperative. 1. Corporate responsibility. As one of the largest global corporations, Walmart recognized its responsibility to contribute positively to social and environmental issues. Climate change, being one of the most urgent crises, became a focal point for corporate action. 2. Sustainability as strategy. Walmart realized that long-term business sustainability is intertwined with environmental sustainability. Risks posed by climate change, such as supply chain disruptions, are also risks to the business. 3. Consumer demand. An ever-increasing number of consumers are seeking eco-friendly products and practices. By initiating Project Gigaton, Walmart aims to meet this demand while contributing to a more sustainable future. 4. Regulatory landscape. With tightening global environmental regulations and frameworks like the Paris Agreement, Walmart saw a proactive move as a necessity to remain ahead of potential compliance requirements. 5. Global influence. By virtue of its scale, any action taken by Walmart has ripple effects across industries and borders. 5. Project Gigaton serves as a model for how corporate giants can lead the way in making substantial environmental impacts. In summary, Walmart's influence stretches far beyond its stores and into the realms of social and environmental governance. Initiating Project Gigaton was not merely a PR move but a deeply considered strategic action, aimed at leveraging its considerable reach to make a meaningful impact on the planet's future. What's in a gigaton? Unpacking the scale. Grasping a gigaton, the everyday analogy. The term gigaton might sound abstract, but it represents a staggeringly immense amount of mass, specifically, 1 billion metric tons. To bring this into perspective. 1. Mount Everest. A gigaton is roughly equivalent to 200 Mount Everests. 2. Global water use. The entire world uses approximately 0.5 gigatons of water daily for all purposes, meaning 2 days' worth equals a gigaton. 3. Cars on the road. If an average car weighs about 1.5 tons, it would take approximately 667 million cars to equal 1 gigaton. 4. Human population. The collective weight of all humans on Earth is roughly 0.08 gigatons. 5. Blue whales. If you consider that an adult blue whale weighs about 200 tons, it would take 5 million blue whales to equal a gigaton. By translating the concept into these everyday analogies, the true enormity of a gigaton becomes more fathomable. Benchmarking against milestones and entities. Understanding the scope of a gigaton becomes even more compelling when compared to landmark events and entities related to greenhouse gas emissions. 1. Annual global emissions. In 2019, global greenhouse gas emissions were around 59.1 gigatons of CO2 equivalent. 2. Amazon rainforest. The Amazon rainforest absorbs an estimated 0.2 gigatons of CO2 each year, which is just a fraction of what Project Gigaton aims to save. 3. Air travel. The global aviation industry emitted about 1 gigaton of CO2 in 2019. 4. United States emissions. The United States, one of the largest emitters, produced approximately 6.6 gigatons of CO2 in 2019. 5. Volcanic eruptions. A significant volcanic eruption like Mount Pinatubo in 1991 released around 0.05 gigatons of CO2. Understanding a gigaton in relation to these benchmarks paints a vivid picture of just how impactful Project Gigaton could be. A successful Project Gigaton would significantly offset emissions, comparable to removing all the cars in the United States off the road for a year, or functioning like multiple Amazon rainforests in terms of CO2 absorption. In a nutshell, the scale of a gigaton is enormous, and efforts to save even a single gigaton of emissions can bring about meaningful changes in our global climate scenario. The 6 pillars of climate action in Project Gigaton. Agriculture, cultivating sustainability. Agriculture is a cornerstone of human civilization, but it also contributes significantly to greenhouse gas emissions, water usage, and deforestation. In Project Gigaton, the aim is to 1. Promote regenerative farming, encouraging practices like no-till farming and cover cropping to improve soil health and reduce carbon emissions. 2. Encourage sustainable livestock management, implementing techniques to reduce methane emissions from cattle and optimize feed production. Waste, redefining resourcefulness. Waste management, particularly of food and materials, is another critical area. Project Gigaton aims to 1. Reduce food waste, working with suppliers to implement technologies and practices to minimize food spoilage and waste. 2. Recycling initiatives, promoting the use of recycled or renewable materials in product design and packaging. Packaging, less is more. Packaging contributes to vast amounts of landfill waste and ocean pollution. The project's focus here is to 1. Promote eco-friendly materials, use of biodegradable or recyclable materials for packaging. 2. Optimize design, creating packaging designs that use the least amount of materials without compromising product quality. Deforestation, guardians of green. Deforestation for agriculture and other uses is a leading cause of CO2 emissions and loss of biodiversity. Project Gigaton focuses on 1. Promote sustainable sourcing, ensuring that raw materials like palm oil, beef, and soy are sourced from areas not linked to deforestation. 2. Conservation initiatives, partnering with organizations to fund reforestation and conservation projects. Energy, powering a greener future. Energy production, mainly from fossil fuels, is the leading cause of greenhouse gas emissions. Under Project Gigaton. 1. Transition to renewables, encouraging the use of wind, solar, and other renewable energy sources in Walmart's operations and supply chain. 2. Energy efficiency, implementing energy-saving technologies and practices in stores, distribution centers, and corporate offices. Product use, empowering consumers. The final pillar is about influencing consumer behavior through the products offered. 1. Sustainable products, offering a range of eco-friendly products that encourage sustainability. 2. Educational programs, providing information and resources that help consumers make greener choices. Through these 6 pillars, Project Gigaton aims to make a meaningful impact in each key area of sustainability. By tackling issues ranging from agriculture to consumer behavior, the initiative sets a comprehensive, multifaceted approach to corporate climate action. Measuring the immeasurable, the science and tech behind carbon tracking. Cutting-edge tools, the new frontiers of monitoring. Effectively tracking carbon emissions requires an arsenal of advanced technologies and methodologies. Here are some of the tools at the forefront of this endeavor. 1. IoT sensors, Internet of Things IoT. Sensors can be installed across different stages of production and distribution to continuously monitor emissions. 2. Remote sensing technologies, satellites and drones equipped with specialized sensors can accurately map and monitor deforestation, land use changes, and other environmental metrics. 3. Blockchain, this technology ensures data integrity by creating an immutable ledger for all emissions-related transactions and activities. 4. Machine learning algorithms, these are employed to analyze vast amounts of data and predict future emissions based on current trends and behaviors. 5. Life Cycle Analysis LCA, software, this software analyzes the environmental impact of a product from cradle to grave, helping companies understand the full scope of their carbon footprint. Data transparency and verification, trust but verify. Transparency and verification are equally vital in building confidence among stakeholders and the general public. Here's how Project Gigaton and similar initiatives can address these aspects. 1. Third-party audits. Independent auditors can verify the data and methodologies used to ensure they meet global standards. 2. Public reporting. Regular disclosure of progress through annual sustainability reports, press releases, or dedicated dashboards can increase accountability. 3. Community oversight. Involving community representatives or nonprofit organizations in the verification process can add an extra layer of scrutiny and credibility. 4. Real-time dashboards. Providing real-time, publicly accessible information on key metrics empowers the public to hold the company accountable for its targets. 5. International standards. Aligning monitoring and reporting methodologies with international standards like the Greenhouse Gas Protocol ensures comparability and credibility. By employing cutting-edge science and technology, along with rigorous transparency and verification protocols, initiatives like Project Gigaton can effectively track and report their progress. This not only builds trust but also allows for ongoing evaluation and refinement of strategies, making the ambitious goal of saving a gigaton of emissions more achievable. Peering into the crystal ball, what's next for Project Gigaton? Upcoming innovations, a sneak peek into the future. As the world evolves, so does the technology and strategy behind Project Gigaton. Here are some upcoming innovations and shifts that are in the pipeline. 1. AI-enabled supply chain. Walmart is looking to deploy artificial intelligence to further streamline its supply chain, targeting minimal waste and lower emissions. 2. Circular economy initiatives. Plans are underway to expand recycling and upcycling efforts, turning waste into reusable materials and thus reducing landfill contributions. 3. Green transportation. Walmart is considering the large-scale adoption of electric or hydrogen-powered freight trucks to cut down on emissions from logistics. 4. Localized energy production. Small-scale, localized renewable energy installations are being explored to meet the electricity needs of individual stores. 5. Blockchain for traceability. Walmart is keen on employing blockchain technology to track the sustainability of products from source to store, allowing consumers to make informed choices. 2030 and beyond, the roadmap to success. With its 2030 goals in sight, Walmart is ramping up efforts across multiple dimensions to ensure that Project Gigaton's objectives are met and even exceeded. Here's how. 1. Supplier collaboration. Extensive plans are being laid out to involve suppliers more closely in sustainability efforts, with tailored targets and incentives. 2. Community engagement. Community-level projects related to renewable energy, waste management, and education are on the horizon to enhance sustainability on a grassroots level. 3. Policy advocacy. Walmart aims to be more vocal and active in policy circles to drive more extensive climate action on a national and global scale. 4. Scalability. Lessons learned from the initial phases of Project Gigaton will be used to refine and scale the initiative, aiming to bring other corporate giants into the fold. 5. Continuous monitoring and adjustment. Dynamic strategies that adapt to real-time data and global climate trends will be integral in meeting and surpassing 2030 goals. By combining innovative technology, collaborative efforts, and a robust, adaptable strategy, Walmart is setting the stage for a more sustainable future through Project Gigaton. The initiative promises not just to be a landmark corporate sustainability program but also a model for how companies can drive substantial change in combating climate change. Conclusion. And that's a wrap on our in-depth exploration of Project Gigaton. This mammoth project is a testament to what can be achieved when one of the world's largest corporations fully commits to environmental stewardship. So, what's the takeaway here? Firstly, no corporate entity is too large to make a real difference. Secondly, initiatives like Project Gigaton could very well serve as a blueprint for other companies aiming to do their part in combating climate change. If you enjoyed this deep dive, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this video to inform and inspire more eco-enthusiasts like you, and if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button to stay updated with all our eco-adventures. Remember, each of us has a role to play in shaping a more sustainable future. Let's continue to educate ourselves and inspire others. Until next time, stay eco-fantastic. Thank you for choosing ReneEnergy.com as your go-to source for all things renewable energy and sustainability. With our YouTube channel, we explore the latest developments and innovations in the field, including hydrogen fuel cells and the use of AI and machine learning to optimize energy consumption. If you're ready to take the next step towards a cleaner, more sustainable future, visit us at ReneEnergy.com and discover the many ways we can help you transition to renewable energy. Thank you for watching and subscribing. Stay up to date on all the latest news and insights by subscribing today.